What's the date today?
17th.
All right. Chat's gonna like get the date, you know, perfectly. 17th of August. Hi everyone, welcome to State of the Game for
Hello.
17th of August.
Wow.
Totally remembered the date.
You nailed the date.
All by myself.
Yes.
Thanks. All right, I'm really good at dates. Easy. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for showing up. Hi Cal, hi Bound Diesel, what's up, Ranger84? Always good to see people here. Hi. Happy 1.7, by the way.
Shield.
It's been what, 2 days since?
Yes.
You know, a little bit over 52 hours since 1.7's been out. I had a blast playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's not without issues, of course.
Yeah.
That's what we're here to talk about. But I mean, I'm super happy. I mean, you had a go on the stream yesterday.
Yeah, I played yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was grinding HVTs actually.
Mm-hmm.
I did my HVTs dailies and weeklies. Yeah, I got a few caches, a few classified gear set in there, so that was fun.
Nice. All right. So there's leaderboards, masks, and all that. We will talk about that in just a second. Firstly, there was a maintenance this morning, so the usual 3-hour thing.
Yeah.
A couple of issues were fixed. Cheese for the encrypted caches.
Yes.
That was fixed.
Yeah, that was one that would allow players to get infinite amount of keys. Other players just like more keys for free than they should get or whatever. So this one has been fixed. It should no longer happen.
Perfect. And also another issue where agents would not always receive all global event token rewards for completing a mission while a global event activity modifier was active.
Yes,
good.
I think it had to do with when you would die during a mission and there was a modifier active, then you would not get the modifier tokens.
Cool.
Somehow.
Nice.
So this has been fixed.
All right.
Splinter Shield, you copied my shield builds and you added a ninja back. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. I haven't worked on my build yet since 1.7, so I was still running with my old shield build, which still works, but I'm sure it can be made better with Ninja Bike now.
All right. 1.8. No, I'm kidding. We're going to talk about masks. Masks and leaderboards.
Yes.
We will be talking about, I know people ask, when's 1.8? We will get to that, not today. There will be a day when we talk about 1.8.
Yes,
yes. So, the big thing that everyone's talking about, for good reason, masks and leaderboards and how that whole thing works. Because it's if you haven't been paying attention, I'm sure like 99% of the people in chat have been. They're our core hardcore community. So you know what we're talking about when we talk about masks, the new vanity item slot that is tied to global events. Now, there's been confusion as to how the whole thing works. And two, people have different feelings about how it should work and
absolutely.
And this sort of thing. So we kind of wanted to go through that today and unpack it a bit and just chat about it and give a bit of clarity.
And we talked a bit about it, and like yesterday when I was streaming and probably when you were streaming as well, a lot of people were having questions about how it works, and we were not entirely clear on how it actually works. We were just equally as confused as some of you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I've been doing a bit of homework and I have like a clearer explanation on how it actually works.
Yeah.
So we can give that explanation.
Exactly. Peter, could you do me a favor and just turn up the master volume on the big right slider? Yeah, just a little bit.
It's a bit quiet, apparently.
Not too far. All right, cool. We should just start yelling. That's fine. So for the people that don't know, masks are rewarded and they're tied to the leaderboards, which you find in the new area of the terminal. There's a little bit of information down there, but the information that you kind of can get from the leaderboard is a little bit minimal, so it's kind of confusing. The leaderboards are based on the overall best hour of gameplay. I think that's where I myself had a bit of confusion over that, because it reads as global event tokens per hour. Yeah. And then a value.
Yeah, and there's been some people that thought that this meant the average per hour that you do. So overall, the complete, like the total gameplay time that you did. That's not how it works. It's just basically like counting, the amount of global event token you got in the last 60 minutes all the time, and it's just like taking the peak where you reach the highest, and this is your ranking in the leaderboards. I know that I've seen some people reporting issues where their like total actually goes down, and it shouldn't. So that is not how it should work. So there apparently seems to be an issue with that, and we'll have to look into that. But that's not how it should work. So it's not like it's reset every day or something. It's like your total should never go down, or your ranking should never go down.
Yeah, I saw someone in chat saying, my score goes down. Yes, that is a known issue.
Yeah, and that's not how it should be. It should be like always taking the highest you've reached for the entire duration of the global event. So if you reached, whatever, 7,000 at your highest, it doesn't matter if you didn't reach 7,000 in the following days, your highest was 7,000, this is the score you will have for the leaderboard.
Yes, exactly. What else do we have here? So it's a tier-based system, so for a bit more clarity.
Yeah.
There are 3 tiers.
Yeah.
And the tier 1, so tier 1 is, average. Tier 2, exceptional, and tier 3 is insane, right?
You can name them like that.
I'm just trying, because, tier 1 is not the top tier.
No.
Let's just be clear.
No, that's also one of the confusions is the way it's been named. So yeah, tier 1 is the lowest reward tier, then tier 2 and tier 3 is the highest one.
Okay. So tier 1, the top 50% of players will end up
in at least tier 1.
At least tier 1.
Yeah, you have to be in the top 50% to qualify for a reward, basically.
Yes.
And tier 1 basically makes it so that you will get 1 mask as a reward.
So then tier 2 is the top 15%, so you'll get another mask plus the tier 1 mask, and the tier 3, which is the top 5% of players, will get all 3 masks.
So it's, just to be clear, that means that if you're between 50, if you're between 50 to 16%, you will be in tier 1, from 15 to 6%, you will be in tier 2, and 5 and above, you will be in tier 3.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, and that means all the bottom 50 do not get a reward.
Yes.
Or do not get a mask.
Don't get a vanity reward. Yes. Does a solo player have a chance? Well, this is one of the things. I totally understand where solo players will be coming from, because, to be fair, this system is better for groups, because you can run stuff faster. So
because with the group modifier, you get. If you take the highest one, it makes it way easier to do content. So definitely when you have a group, and especially like a good coordinated group, you can definitely reach higher tokens per hour ratio, that's for sure. So now the thing is, there's 2 things to mention here, because obviously there's been a lot of discussion. There is still a lot of discussion, and I read TX6 Cowboy putting in caps, terrible system. There's been a lot of feedback on that. So one thing that I wanted to mention is the reason why we went with per hour and not total.
Per single hour.
Yeah,
not average per hour.
Yeah, not average per hour. And also why we didn't go with the total amount of tokens that you grinded is especially because we didn't want to make it just a playtime thing. We didn't want to make it so that we reward the people that spend the most time in the global event, which would have been going with the option of leaderboards per total tokens accumulated. So we didn't want to go with that. And we didn't want to go with average per hour on the total playtime, because that would also mean that we would actually punish you for playing longer if you don't perform always at the top. So that's why we went with the best hour of gameplay. We thought that was the best way to give a chance for people that wouldn't necessarily have, dozens of hours to put in the global event. If you just have 10 hours or whatever you can put in the global event, you still have a chance to get to reach a pretty high performance per hour. Now, one thing that is definitely very much up for discussion, and we've seen a lot of people that say that we should tie it to commendations, and that's very good feedback. That's a very good point, and I can't tell you why it wasn't done before, but we're definitely looking at improving the system. And commendations is definitely something that we are considering, and there's a discussion going on right now about if we should do it and how we can do it. But this is definitely something that we want to look at for improvements of the system, because we see that it's very much debated, and we kind of agree that just tying it to leaderboard is actually very limiting. So we are looking at making improvements, kind of both short-term and long-term. So we're trying to see what we can do for this global event to try to make sure that people don't feel left out, because obviously the proposed solution is not satisfying. So we're trying to see if there is anything we can do for this global event, and also like a more healthier solution for the future ones.
Yeah, I see a lot of people asking, have we seen Marco's video and that sort of thing. Of course, great video. There's one of the other questions I had was, people are concerned that people are at the top of the leaderboards for hacking, to be blunt. It's easy for us to check those accounts for suspicious activity. And like with anything, if you are caught cheating, you will be permabanned.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I mean, that's the thing, at least with the leaderboard system, is just that it's easy for us to see who are the good performers, and it's easy for us then to look at how they are actually achieving these scores and see if this was in a legit way or not. I know that there's debate over cheese or not cheese. There are definitely optimized ways to get tokens, and that's one of the downside of going with tokens per hour, or like highest tokens per hour, because in a way that's kind of encouraging people in finding the most optimized ways to gain tokens. So that's definitely how these guys are achieving these kind of scores. But of course, then we can look at if that was actually legit gameplay and just good optimized gameplay, or if there were some cheats involved.
Yes, exactly. So we will do that. And then there are hackers. So this is what we're just talking about, Super Geek.
Yep. But so yeah, I mean, it's overall just to make it clear. Yeah, we know that the leaderboard, going purely with the leaderboard system, we know that this is something you guys are not happy with. So we are looking at that. Just want to make that clear. So keep the feedback going. Just tell us. But know that we kind of agree with you.
Exactly. I think I've mentioned Marco's video before. Really good critical feedback and those sorts of things are great for us to pass on. While it's great for you to tell us you don't like something, that's cool. Like we get that and we hear you. If you have ideas or solutions that you like, please throw your voice into the ring, because that's always good.
Yeah,
always really good. Okay, what else we got?
I open 90 exotic caches and get 2 shitty ninja. RNG.
Exactly.
If they are coming with commendation, is that a 1.8 or with a maintenance? We don't know yet.
It's too early to tell.
We are looking at that. We're looking at that. It would definitely be probably a client thing. So we would need a client patch, which means it's not something we could deploy easily during a server maintenance. So if we add them to commendation, that's definitely not something we will be able to do for this global event that is running right now. So that's why I said we're looking at shorter term solution for this one.
But that also doesn't mean 1.8 necessarily.
But yeah, it's not necessarily 1.8. We might be able to squeeze in a client patch in between. We don't know yet. This is what we're looking at.
Yeah, so it's been 48 hours since the patch came out, so we have to make sure that everyone has all the information at hand, and we'll keep passing it on and making sure that you guys are heard. Apparently we sound like robots.
We sound like robots.
All right.
We are not robots, though.
We aren't robots. If a microphone has broken, I am very sorry. But that's, we can't fix that right now.
I see a few people talking about the sniper jam. Yes, we are looking at that. We are looking at that. There's an issue where sniper, I think it's bolt action. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's bolt action snipers. Yeah, M700 and the M44 as well. There seems to be a jam issue, might be linked to the RPM limitation we've put in this update. We are investigating and trying to find out what happened there.
Perfect. Kat says, if you're hearing robots, please refresh the stream. Maybe it is happening somewhere in the audio codec on Twitch side. I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen that issue before. So yes, global event number 1 ends on Tuesday. 2 p.m. our time. Yeah,
so we did say it would be a week. So that week ends on Tuesday, same time as when it started. So yes, that's 2 p.m. our time.
Servers stay up.
Yeah, normally we wouldn't need server maintenance to end it.
Okay, good to know. The next one. So yeah, this is the kind of thing. We've had 48 hours since it's come out, and we had ideas on our side about when the next one would come and those sorts of things. But people have really strongly attached to the first global event. That might change when the next global event comes.
Yeah, absolutely. We had said in the past that this was going to be, the rough idea was to do it like kind of once a month. Or have 1 month in between each global event, but that depends on your feedback, guys. If you really like it and if you want to see it sooner rather than later, we can. We can't like magically create new global event, but we can easily bring back one that has already happened. So this one we could turn it on again. So that's kind of depending on how successful it is and what kind of feedback we get. We could definitely reactivate it, earlier than planned.
I saw a comment before. It wasn't on the stream. It was before that. Maybe it was on Reddit or on the forums. I can't remember now. Just make this all the time. No. So that's, I get that people are enjoying this week, but if we make it so that's just the new game, then that's just a different game, and that's not the Division. With the global events, the aim is to have new experiences and these sorts of things. Yeah. So limited time, but and as to when they happen, that might be a little bit more flexible. You
guys would grow tired of it if it was all the time. So you know, it's we're definitely looking at how regular we want to make it, and we are definitely going to update the plan we initially had. But we are not looking at making it permanent, because then it becomes the new norm. Yep. And then it's not special anymore. Yeah,
someone say 1 per month is good. Someone say keep it all the time. Someone say
I've seen some people saying sooner. Yeah, we'll see. We are discussing, and keep give us your feedback. Tell us what you think about it.
What about I don't know if you've been more involved in those discussions. Does it have to be a week long? Could it be a weekend?
No, it doesn't have to be a week long. It could be it could also be weekends. Okay. So that's also something we would consider.
Good to know. But yes, we'll listen and see what the best solution is.
Keep the headshot explosion. They are very satisfying, I have to say.
Well, actually on the PTS there was, I think in the PTS1, the headshot sound was always that.
Yeah, there was that, true.
Even though the event was live. So, okay. Yes, well, the main thing is we want you guys to be happy and have fun. So, we'll figure it out. What else have we got? Classified drops. That's one of the things that people have been asking about. After the global event ends on Tuesday, how do people get their hands on classifieds? Where? How much?
So the idea is that you will be able to keep getting classified after the global event ended. And we've said that already. The 3 classified gear sets that exist in a global event right now, you will be able to drop them in the world once the event ended. The idea is to, in terms of rarity, we're looking at something like the exotics. So we want it to become much more rare once the global event ended. So they will be dropped in caches the same way that the exotics do. So like the field proficiency caches and all the activity caches, so last stand, survival, underground, you will have a chance, similar to the chance to get an exotic, you will have a chance to get a classified at the same rate. And then we're also adding them to the open world and dark zone named NPCs.
Cool.
With a chance
Captain's
also to
had a
drop
really
them.
good question. Can you get classified drops in the supply drops, like the season pass supply drops?
No, not right now.
No, okay. Good to know. That is a good question, though, so thank you for that.
Yes.
Right. What else have we got? Oh, yes! This weekend, I think it's, I've already put it down there. It's going along there now. Survival Free Weekend.
Say it, it's just,
starts tomorrow.
Read there.
So if you happen to be one of those people that plays the Division, but doesn't have survival, you didn't get the season pass, all that sort of thing. I know that a lot of our stream viewers happen to have the season pass, like proportionally a lot more. But there are a lot of you out there that don't as well, and probably a lot of your friends that don't. So please tell your friends, and if you don't have a tryout survival for free this weekend, starting tomorrow. Is that 3 p.m. CEST tomorrow until Sunday 9 p.m.
CEST again. Cool. Yes.
So you just need to own the base game, the core.
Yeah. You
vanilla Division.
You need to own the game. It's not free. It's not like the free weekend where you can play the game for free. Here you need to own the game, but if you own the game and don't have survival, you will get access to survival anyway.
Great. On all platforms?
Yes.
Just automatically? Do you have to? Is it just open? So how does it work? I don't need to download anything?
No, I don't think you need to. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think you do. I think you just automatically get granted the
ownership.
Of the thing.
Cool. Just checking. So yeah, go and try out survival if you haven't. It's my favorite. That's my favorite mode in the whole game. So I recommend it. Anything else before we head off? I mean, we can hang around and answer a few more questions if we have them. But. Oh, are the masks random? I don't know. I assume that they are assigned to, there's a tier 1 mask, a tier 2 mask, and a tier 3 mask, right?
Exactly.
And they'll always be the same. So if you get to tier 1, you will get all 3. Everyone who only gets to tier 1.
No, tier 1 you get 1, tier 2 you get 2,
tier
3 you get 3. But they are not random. Like everybody that is at tier 1 will get the same mask. For this global event. And then they will we'll have new masks for the new global events.
When will you start talking about 1.8? So not yet. We don't know.
Not yet. Soon.
We're too close. We're in the fog of 1.7 right now.
Yeah, we're just 2 days after the release of 1.7, so it's going to take.
Yeah, but I mean, we want to talk about it. So we'll talk about it as soon as we can.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got here? Minimal cringe today.
It's not too late to make it more cringy.
I was going to. But I won't. So you would have also seen Moobot has been spamming, which we've talked about for a long time. There's a lot of jobs open at Massive. So we have a lot of people. If you really enjoy like talking about the Division, or you have special skills, put them to use for us. That'd be cool. Come and work here. It's fun.
Yeah. Just to I just saw somebody asking for confirmation. Will you get chances to drop classified gear in field proficiency caches the same way as exotics? Yes, once the global event ends. In field proficiency caches, you will have a chance to drop classified.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. Brush off those knee pads. Cool. Icons for Tenacious Proc. I'm not quite sure about that question.
Where are the other classified sets? They are coming with the other global events.
Yeah, so I mean, you just exclamation jobs, as someone was asking.
Yes.
About that. The other news, and some people have asked about it on the stream and those sorts of things, about Ubisoft Stockholm, which also has jobs, because that announcement went out, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
2 weeks ago. So if you want to work for Ubisoft, okay, so to clarify, Ubisoft Stockholm is not working on the Division.
No.
Just, that's a partner studio as well.
Yeah.
So come and do that. If you hate Malmö, well, you're silly, but Stockholm as well is taking people. You want to move to Malmö? We went and saw the hives last night, like in the square. It was awesome.
That was fun.
It was really cool. Yes. Did you guys find any other lag cores? So yeah, that's one of the ongoing things, and I know people have a good time talking about. On this state of the game, they say they're aware of lag and they're investigating it. That's still true. Still true. So we'll keep investigating and we'll keep talking about it. Okay. I see a lot of people have coming up with great ideas for what they think about masks. Please, the Twitch chat log isn't that helpful for us. Please, if you have ideas or feedback or want to get involved in the discussions on the forums, please, forums.ub.com.
Yes.
And then you will find that there. All right, anything else before we head off? You didn't sing a song last week, so I kind of hoped you would.
Loot table anomalies. Kiraton was asking about loot table anomalies. What was it? It went too fast. I didn't have the time to read the second part of the question.
So kind of quick.
Was that regarding the leaderboards? Because yes, there seems to be some issues with the way it's registering the tokens that are being earned. Like I know that there have been some people saying that they were in a group with other players and they didn't register the same amount of tokens earned on the leaderboard. So there definitely seems to be something fishy there. People are getting dupes inside the same caches.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, no, I know what you're talking about, Kilofan. You're talking about the encrypted caches and getting 2 items inside the same encrypted caches. Twice the same item inside the same encrypted caches. All right, yes, this is possible, but yeah, this is not super cool, definitely.
No, it's not.
But according to the loot tables, at least there is nothing that prevents that for the moment.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think that kind of covers all we really have to talk about today. Anthony will be on the stream.
And the same loot is dropping cache after cache, global event, and proficiencies.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't understand that part.
Okay, I didn't understand that.
Not you. No,
I was reading and I wasn't sure which one you're looking for. Hyperbay asking when you're going to fix stamina. Yeah, so stamina is the same as it was in 1.6, and we're aware that it's just one of those, not so valuable stats. So, still hearing you on that.
Yeah, it's still on the table. It's not something we want to discard. We might be looking at it.
Yes. Okay. But yes, we will. We'll get back to you with obviously state of the game every week. So we'll have a lot. I think probably more to talk about next week than we had today because of the way things move around here. So a lot of those things that people are having issue with, we'll have hopefully some movement on those.
Okay, so sorry, because I I was interested in the question from Kiloton. So he said like 2 Cassidy's in a row or 4 times the same chess piece in a row. There is nothing in our like loot, algorithm or whatever that would like try to like skew it so you get the same loot in like twice in a row or whatever. So, I mean, I want to say this is pure RNG and this is pure chance based. So, unless I'm not discarding the fact that there might be a bug with it. So if you have something that looks really really wrong, please just like send it to us and we can have a look at it.
It isn't
something is broken. All right, just send us the details.
If you have some details and show us the numbers.
If you have a video or whatever, just send it to us and definitely we can have a look at it. But at least there's nothing that we know of that should skew and like force you to get the same item in a row.
Yeah. Cool. All right. We will see you again next week.
Yes.
So Anthony is on tomorrow night on the stream. So he's going to be playing 1.7. And then us three will be back playing on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we'll have State of the Game on Thursday.
Yep.
Sounds good?
Yep.
All right. Don't forget Survival Free Weekend. And also Global Event ends on Tuesday. All right. That's all. Unless you want to sing that song. Probably not.
I'm not going to sing.
All right. See you later.
You guys don't want that. See you guys.
Bye.